So why do we never tire of hearing it? Generally speaking, works that you never tire of are because their harmony, their rhythm, their texture, and the lines within them are written so richly, and every time you listen, there are different voices. This is also how Horowitz plays Rachmaninoff. In my view, I believe Horowitz is the best interpreter of Rachmaninoff because when he performs Rachmaninoff, he often changes his approach. Sometimes he suddenly brings out the middle voice as the main subject, and other times he brings out those dissonant harmonies. Of course, everyone plays it that way, but he would bring out entire sections of that middle voice. He brings it out. So that's why when you hear Horowitz play Rachmaninoff, whether it's a sonata or a concerto, it's extremely rich and it's extremely hard to predict how he'll play it next time. Because every single time, just like the intricate ornamentation found in Baroque music, he skillfully uses these different voices as a breakthrough point for each and every performance. So as we discussed last time, we talked quite a bit about the long, sweeping, and expressive melodic lines that are so characteristic of Russian music. Those melodies that never seem to end, but Rachmaninoff gives us more to think about, like how to make it very delicate, how to make it very rich, how to give it a lot of variation in terms of color. For example, I can show you a rather interesting treatment right now. So usually when I play the first few measures that lead the orchestra in, I play it like this. This is one way to play it. But actually, I don't really like this. What I like is this. Yes, because I think this kind of tension is that you would expect to release your emotions immediately at a very important moment. But no, it's about taking that very important moment and expressing it with a sense of weakness and then pushing the emotion to an even stronger place afterwards. This is also my take. I think Rachmaninoff often has this kind of treatment, whether it's the third or second concerto. Sometimes, just when you think it's reaching a climax, suddenly drops down and then goes back up. This is a very characteristic feature. Rachmaninoff's kind of, emotional shifts or building up to a climax. This kind of very important part of it. Go through. Another thing about Russian music, there's a very important point, which is after the climax, you'll see a decrescendo. For example, what I'm showing you now, right here. You'll see a decrescendo, but whatever you do, don't drop off. This decrescendo is a trick. It's telling you that as you move forward, you might need to soften a bit, but you can't just drop. If you see the decrescendo and drop right away, it's over. The whole piece, which was just building up, suddenly falls. So when you see this decrescendo, don't soften yet. It's just giving you a direction for the decrescendo. That's all. So you must hold on here and still play fortissimo. Up until This is very, very important because often when playing Rachmaninoff, the emotion isn't quite there, you know. You've just reached the top. And before you can even enjoy the beautiful scenery from the peak for a bit longer, you suddenly just slide right down. It's not even walking down the mountain, it's sliding down like a slippery slide that definitely won't do. This is a major taboo in Russian music, dropping off like a cliff. That's absolutely not allowed. This is an extremely important academic point. It's really that crucial. Don't let it collapse or it becomes a mudslide. You must hold steady. Feel like you're overlooking all the smaller peaks before heading down. All right? I hope you all enjoy playing Russian music, especially Rachmaninoff, to your heart's content.